1, 2, 3.
We started this journey sometime in November last year, 2022, and this is our first game, so it's kind of really exciting for me.
So when we started off with these sessions, a lot of the kids had never ever played basketball, yet alone touched a basketball. And so for these young teenagers to now be able to understand the rules of the game and obviously play a game has been very rewarding for me as a coach, and obviously for all the people that invest in these young men's lives.
So Big Leaf is a charity organization. We're a small charity organization. I always like to put it that way. We work with displaced young people between the age of 16 and 25. I've got boys from Sudan, we've got people from Ukraine, Russia, Afghanistan, Eritrea, quite a number. I think I've got about 15 countries that we work with or more. Through the sports program, we engage the young people, reduce isolation, help them get active, and then create that safe space for them where they can always feel welcome. And the trauma, the challenges they've gone through, there are things that have kind of humbled me to really appreciate, the opportunity I have to work with them.
For me, I've always said basketball is basketball, and I genuinely will treat a basketball player that's a professional the same way I would teach a person starting the game, because it's the same game. So it's rewarding being in these environments. There's lots of things that sometimes players would generally take for granted. And then you look at these young people who've had to leave their countries to find a better life, not complaining about stuff. Where I've been in places where we tend to complain about stuff that isn't close to life or death. So it gives you perspective, and it's something I love giving back, and so I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
For me, the game today is about celebrating the journey from wherever they've been, getting to play basketball for the first time in November, how we have come from there to where we are today.
Play.
I love the energy they came with today. They had their head in the game. They were really keen on, winning, and I'm happy we won. There's no limit to what we can do and what we can become through this.
Big smiles across their faces, so I'm sure they're going to be asking me when their next match is going to be coming up. I think their next match will be a little bit harder. They'll probably want to play some more games, and we're going to try and make sure that happens.
Concerning funding, I think it's easy to take things for granted. I've seen some of the boys come to basketball with football shoes, right? So things as basic as that. But from next year, if we don't get funding, this is practically the end.
We all know sports in England is pay and play. And so any funders, any sponsors that want to come in and, help, inspire, help give kids an opportunity to play the game of basketball, I beg you to make those donations and help these projects grow and grow.
If there's anyone listening to this thinking, look, what can we do? We're open to opportunities, we're open to discussions and collaborations. We're looking for funding to pull off the next 30 sessions, the next 50 sessions, get a club running, and see the positive things we can do through basketball for the young people we work with.
1, 2, 3.